Oh, it's good because you just push the bottom button.
Hello everybody, how's everybody doing tonight?
Good, how's your last group?
Alright, which one were you at? What was your last thing you just saw?
Japanese.
How was it? Good?
Yes.
Alright, good.
They learned about Japanese etiquette and bowing and hello and goodbye.
How do you say hello?
I say hello. Alright, well today we're going to be talking about student athletes here at Coe College and then campus involvement other than being an athlete. My name is John King. I am from Manlius, Illinois. I played football, basketball, and baseball in high school, and I played baseball here at Coe.
My name is Emily Clemmer. I'm from Iowa City, and in high school I played soccer. I was in newspaper and Business Professionals of America, and now I am in soccer and Habitat for Humanity.
My name is Adam Garcia. I'm from Corona, California. Came a pretty long ways out here. I did wrestling in high school. I started my junior year, and I do wrestling here at Coe College.
I'm Kelby Wingard. I'm from Fort Dodge, Iowa. In high school, I was involved in yearbook, newspaper, theater, band, choir, and soccer. And here at Coe, I'm involved in student senate, newspaper, and band.
Okay, today we're going to be kind of talking about like a day in the life of a student athlete here at Coe, whether it be in season or out of season activities. The responsibility that's held by us athletes and people involved in other things, and then the fine arts department, what you can do other than just sports. All across the nation, there's thousands of different athletes playing on a wide span of a rank of what level you play at. The different levels are Division I, II, and III, junior college, and NAIA. Coe College is a Division III school, which means that we are not allowed to receive any athletic scholarships, which means we can't receive a scholarship from the school for playing a sport that will help pay for it. We're only allowed to receive academic scholarships, which is really unique because it stresses the fact that we're coming here not to just play baseball or not to come here to play wrestling or soccer or do band. We're coming here to be a student, and I think that's really a unique aspect of what we get to do here at Coe. And I think it's pretty unique because it really rewards you for not only your athletic accomplishments in high school, but also your academics, something that's not always seen or that's not on the newspaper back home. Each athlete has a variety of different things to juggle. You have to juggle working out. You might have practice in the morning, and then you might have something else in the afternoon. And on top of that, going to class, and then not only just going to class. You guys might go to class for what, 7 hours a day, then go home. Well, we go to class for maybe 3 or 4 hours a day, but we might have 4 hours worth of homework every night. And then on top of all that, probably the most important thing is to enjoy being a college student and stay close to your family and friends back home. I think the personal life is kind of overshaded sometimes by all the other stuff. Another unique thing here at Coe is you have the ability to walk on and play as a freshman, which is really unique because at like the higher level schools, you don't have a junior varsity schedule. At Coe, we have a junior varsity schedule for almost everything, which means if you go to like, say, the University of Iowa, which is Division I school, you might sit the first 2 years and never play a game. Here at Coe, you have the chance to play your first year probably no matter what, which is really, really unique, and I think it's a very important thing. And I would say it's probably the biggest reward that we get as student athletes. The competition level is pretty unique too. It's very, very even keel. Any person can be the best person on any given day. And the biggest part about anything, even in life, is you get to set goals and complete them. I feel like you're set up very well to set your own goals here and then complete them. And I'm going to turn over to Emily to talk about instances.
This is kind of what our schedules look like for a day when we are in our seasons. We each go to class, find time to eat, and we have to study. Do you guys like doing homework? No, but we all have to do it and get our grades in and make our parents happy and kind of get it done. And we all have to go to class. In season, our sports is kind of like a job, and we have to balance out our homework, our personal life, find times for calling our parents, our cousins, our aunts, touch back at home, and find time for our roommates, our friends and family, and whatnot. We make a schedule so we can stick to it and find times for all of that. When we go on trips, we have to keep in touch with our professors, because when we go out of class, do you guys, teachers like it when you miss class? No, because you guys are missing a lot of stuff in the classroom, right? So you have to make sure that, because we know that we're missing class, so we have to make sure that we get it done beforehand so our professors aren't mad. We sacrifice a lot because we kind of have a bedtime. Do you guys have bedtimes? Yes, some of you, not all of you. I wish I was you guys. I had a bedtime when I was 5th grade. Well, we have kind of a bedtime because the next day we have games. So we have to go to bed on time so we can do well the next day. And our friends kind of get mad that we don't hang out all the time, but it's kind of worth it because then we play a good game the next day, so it's okay. And we get a lot from the games because we go on really fun trips. Last year I went to Tennessee, and we went on a really cool bus. We watched a lot of movies on the way there, and we went out to eat a lot. Do you guys like to go out to eat? Yeah? Some of you? You guys like to go out to eat? No? No? Alright, some of you. Alright, I like to go out to eat. Free food? Parents pay for it? Well, our coach paid for it, so I wasn't spending money, so it's okay with me. And you get a lot of friends from the sport and whatnot because your teammates and you guys work through a lot of problems on the field. Yes.
Do you got tennis?
Do we have tennis? Yeah.
Tennis is a sport here.
Do you like to play tennis? Cool. It's a special bond. Your teammates know what you're going through. You play a lot of games together, and you battle through a lot of issues. Adam?
How many of you guys play sports? How many of you guys have chores that you have to keep up with too? Alright, so you definitely know about like responsibilities and kind of having to balance everything out. Kind of the same thing with us, but our biggest responsibility is going to class. It's huge. You got to make sure to go in class on time, get all your homework done, take a lot of notes for a lot of big important tests. Then putting in all the effort you possibly can. Doing the best you can everywhere is going to make you the best possible athlete. You can't just go to practice and do your best and be like the best athlete out there. You gotta be perfect everywhere. You gotta really strive to be the best in school, your family, your practice, everything. But out of season, our practices really slow down because a lot of rules and regulations. The NCAA kind of holds back a lot of things. We can't really see our coaches. The good part is you have a lot more free time for your schoolwork. Since practices slow down, you have an extra like 2 hours out of nowhere to really get homework done, and that's real important. It really helps out a lot. It's important not to really take advantage of that time and slack off and play video games. Because how many of you guys play video games? How many of you guys play video games and don't do homework? Yeah. So it's pretty important that you kind of stay on top of things and be responsible. Kelly, this is Kelly.
How many of you guys like music? You guys like music? Has anyone ever been in a play before? Well, we have a lot of music ensembles and theater groups here on campus. The students who are involved in these are actually just like the athletes. Like they might not kick around a soccer ball all day, but they still have to go to practice and they have performances and they actually do compete with each other. And they also have to have a lot of responsibility and really good time management. In practice, it's usually called rehearsals, and they range from twice a week to maybe every day, as opposed to sports who practice every single day, sometimes more than once a day. And then just like in sports, the rehearsals are there to help you get better and prepare you for the performance. And then the performances, the music department, they put on concerts every year. The theater groups put on plays and musicals, and the art students put their art on display for other people to look at. What's different though is that these performances are set up really far ahead of time, so we can kind of work our schedules around it, whereas like in a sport, you don't necessarily know if you're going to make it to the playoffs or not. So all of a sudden you could be really busy the next weekend because your team did really well and made it to the playoffs. For competition, in sports, they're always competing to have a better position on the team or competing with their team to beat the other team. In music, the musicians compete for chair placement, and this determines where you sit and what kind of music you play. The better chair placement, the harder the music, which is what you want, because harder music makes you a better player. And then also in choir, they audition and compete with each other for solos. And in theater, they audition for different parts and plays. They also have to be responsible, just like the athletes, with your studies and your teammates, castmates, or your ensemble. Your coach and your director, and also your professors, because sometimes you do have to miss class and let them know that you're missing class. And you have the responsibility to your fans and your audience to put on a good show, because they're there to see you put on a good show and have fun. And you also have to work with time management and learn how to juggle class and schoolwork and practices, performances, social life, and you really want to work on balancing sleep and meals, because sometimes when you get really busy, you sometimes either have to skip a meal or you forget to eat a meal, or you don't get as much sleep as you should, and that's really bad for your health. And then sometimes you have to balance other activities and sometimes a job, and the job can either be on campus or off campus. And whether you like sports, music, art, or theater, or all of them, or pretty much anything, there's always something to get involved in on college campuses. And it's really fun, and it's a great way to meet new people and have fun. And you get to be a part of a team, or sometimes you call them families. And now we have a game.
Okay, who likes to play games?
Who likes cookies?
Who likes cookies?
Is that include video games?
Sure, we'll include video games. Has anybody ever seen the show A Minute to Win It? All right, now we're going to play a game a little bit like that today. Now I'm going to get you guys in groups, okay? Remember your number, okay? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now I need group 1 here, group 2 here, and group 3 here. Okay?
Sorry. Oh.